I'm starting off with the um the barbell rows. I usually start off with the lat pull downs, but I think doing this first helps me just get the most I can of my back muscle before it tires out. I do lats. I don't get to put as much weight on barbells. Uh, Before the set, I did 35. I did 35 pounds as a warm up. I might go back down to that. I think last time I did 45, but I was still kind of struggling. Put it up. So what I might do is I might just do 35 one more time and then do 45 after that. That's my final set. Um, do the 45 one more time and then that's it. But I don't like how I did the warm up 35 and then I kind of did it a little bit. Then I'm going to do 45. Um, I'm more comfortable having to do 3 month reset routine than doing that. Yeah, I could pick out of it, but I like to stick to my routines when it comes to lifting weights. Like I know, okay, now I know, like, okay, next time I do back day, 35 is my next baseline. My first 2 reps, then it's be 45, my last one. You know, do it again. No, that wasn't too bad. So it was kind of easy. So I think I'm gonna do 40 on both sides now instead of 45. The reason why, I think, me personally, I think I lack I lack in building my middle back because I tend to always do like the middle back last, and I never push as much weight as I need to. Because unlike your legs and your chest, you know, your your back is essentially the hardest muscle to train. It takes a lot of weight. So sometimes you might think, hey, I did I did all my sets, but you gotta make sure you actually do enough work on your back to get the hypertrophy you want to build muscle or the strength you want to build strength you want to. Might go back. Try to do this last set. This is my final set, reset, third set. Keep going. Okay. I feel good about that. I keep forgetting to put the damn thing on this. I feel good about that one. I feel good about that. About doing put a 45 on there, but I realized is that I'm gonna do the seated rolls and then the I don't know what it's called, but it's a machine you lay flat and you pull it up the back. I'm gonna do those two. So it kind of makes sense to burn myself out on this one workout. When I got multiple exercises I'm doing this day. So besides that, I'm turning so heavy. When I do lats, I tend to like I see some people who do like powerlifting or sort of lean back when they do it. Nah, man, don't do it that way at all. When you do lat pull downs, the best way to do it is you actually like you come like say right now, I start from the top. I have my arms stretched out like this, and then it's a pull down. Like say think about a pull up, but reverse. So you coming up and you just pull it down to your chest. Go back up, stretch all the way out, pull like that. Just make sure elbows are tucked in. Not doing it. Uh, you seen how that for you? I changed my hands from gripping the whole thing with my thumb and gripping it with my 4 fingers. Now I want to do that because when you grip with your hand, with your whole hand like that, the whole grip, your bicep is somewhat is your yeah. When you do a whole grip with the on them, when you do the whole grip on the put your whole hand around the thing, you kind of use some of your bicep when you're doing the pull down. Like you say, if you just hold like this or a reverse grip, your biceps will be used, but it's not like a big factor. For instance, you do a pull up, you're gonna hold like this. And of course you're gonna feel your biceps when you do that. But if you don't do it with a grip, you won't feel the biceps as much. You're putting more of the percentage of the muscle needed to pull this thing down to your chest with your legs. So either way it go, it still works without that. But I feel like I like this way better than the normal grip. Ooh. It's crazy because with this machine right here, this pulling machine, you could do any kind of variation. And most of the time, people use like a bar like this. Sometimes people use like a little, the one you hold. I don't have the example, but the one you hold, it's like together like that. You can pull it towards you. Like you're gonna see, for example, like this, see the rows. But I think this is my preference as well because it's more you have your arms split apart on the arches of the bar, and then when you pull down, kind of going together to that spot. So you go here and you're pressing your elbow down to the side, and it's kind of engaging them more. Whereas when you are doing a regular close grip, so a close grip, it's not really getting there. It's going to your chest, but your arm's not. The elbow's not going straight to your lats. So the lats is done. try to do pull-ups. I do the most I can in the east side. So I go to failure. I don't have a set number I do because I can't get to 10. So this like what I'm gonna do. Now, what you may see with pull-ups is kind of the same thing as pull-downs. Instead of you're going pulling the bar down towards you, you're going up. You're pulling your body up towards the bar. So essentially, it's the same thing as a pull-up. In the sense that it's pull-down, but and I could skip this, but I like doing it as like a middle lat workout because just to get the lats going. I think I think um one of the reasons why I do it, I think it's more I know that when I do the lats, it's like I'm kind of restricted on like how many I could do on a pull down, and when I do the pull ups, I'm doing my body weight, which is 190, and I'm pulling myself up. So it's like I'm not really doing like okay, let's say the pull down. Okay, I'm going to my chest. I don't have to arc my body in the way. I'm just going on the bar. I'm just doing straight pull ups. I do this fairly all the time. Like most I do is three times, each three a set, and that's it. There's many of bars you can do it. You can do it. You can grip it like this, like an arm curl, or you got one that's like close. You can do that as well. But this kind of bar is more for the lat. And I say essentially what a pull up is. Pull ups are working out your arm, your biceps, and your lat. So that's what it's mainly doing for me with this bar right here. Just going again. Now there's also different ways you could grip the bar. For me, I get the bar where it curves at. I don't know if you can see it or not, but in essence, the bar curves right here. So I kind of put my hand similar to where my pull, how the pull down now. It's like not exactly on the pin, but it's kind of like with like a little bit to the right of it. So like right here, the bend right here, and my arms is slightly to the left, right here. Sometimes what you might see is sometimes people gripping the pull down bar all the way to its ends, and that's not a wrong way of doing it as well. The thing about it is that with each way you grip the bar, it targets this muscle a different complete way. So if I do the bar at the end, it's gonna be way harder and more lat oriented. But if I do the reverse grip it to the curve, it might incorporate some of my middle back as well as my lats as well. So think about the chest as well. If you like the chest as well, sometimes when you have a chest, you do the chest press, he could always push your arms more to the middle or more to the side. You put it more to the side, you're kind of working on the muscles being spread out. And you go to the middle, you're working more the middle of the chest. Kind of the same concept, not at the same time, but still. Different groups with different variations of what you could do, how you target your muscles. It's up to your preference on what you're trying to build when you do these workouts. So let's do try to one time. Okay, that was two. Not bad. I ain't really stressing about how much I do. I just know that if I go to failure on the pull-ups, I know that if it is, I'm working my muscles to the most it could be on the pull-up. So right now I'm trying to make my posture. So when I was doing the barbell pull-ups, pull-ups, this was kind of what I was talking about with the laying down part. I don't know what it's called. I gotta look it up. Probably, I know it's called T-bar rows. So, kind of really talking to you back. So, yeah, so think about it, right? I did barbell curls. The barbell, barbell rows, middle back. I did lat pull downs, lats. I did pull ups, lats. And I'm going my upper back, right? Upper back. Thing is, remember this all the time is that you want your body to be balanced. That's why when I first talked about like not skipping any type of day at all, especially late day, because you as strong as your weakest link. You know, that corny ass clip you say, but it's true though. Like, think about it. Your body lifter, you might have the best looking chest muscles, the best looking pecs, the best looking arms, but if you go out there with scrawny ass legs, they're gonna be like, oh shit, he got strong legs. So there's a point off in them, and then your whole frame is off balance. And nobody really cares about the frame because your legs look terrible. So even though that wasn't relevant to what I was talking about, cool. So besides that, imagine like it kind of targets your rear delts, kind of with the right here, and I just pull it up. So a little bit. Now with this workout, you know you're doing it right. You should be doing it right. Is if you feel it kind of like in your shoulder blades, right? Now, what I do when I do this T-bar rows is when I pull up and I start going down, I kind of bend my back around the the mat. If I go down, you probably can see my back is going straight over like this, and I pull up, and that's my ways of getting a more stretch on my upper back. When I come down and I pull back up, the better tension, the better target my muscle. So that was kind of about 30, 45, 35. I'm gonna add 10 on there and see how that feels. If not, I'm gonna go back down to 425, and then that'll be it for this one. So do this again. Okay. And that, I know that this is gonna be my match. This will be my last set. So let's just open this over quick. And let's go back to the 45 and 25 pounds. Go from there. Try this again. Because when I lifted up and I was like, damn, like this is, I can do 10 reps of this. Put it back down. Because remember, hypertrophy is my main goal, as well as burning calories. So if I know that I ain't gonna do 10 reps of that, why is the point of me keep going? I could do 5 reps, but I want to do 10 reps and do that before that last shit. I don't want to. 45, so that's about what? You might have 80 pounds on it. Let's do that. Then let's do the city rolls. Then let's do the delts. And then we're gonna do bicep curls. One set of those, like two, three sets of those bicep curls, and call it day. But yeah, besides that, this probably like this one right here, probably I feel this my muscle the most on the machine. It probably goes from barbell rows, this barbell rows, and then pull ups and lats. Lats I don't feel shit at all. I don't like thing is I do it and I don't feel sore. But I know that I get stronger because I'm going up on weight probably every month. So I know that it's working in a sense. I don't feel it. I know it's working because when I look at like the weight I'm lifting in previous weeks, I can tell that I got some growth going. And that's a that's a good third rep. If I could do if I keep going and I got at least three or four, I think 4, 5 reps, and I'm like still could do 5 reps in my third set. That's a good. That's a good like that's a good weight to do on this last set. Same with like if you put your hands in the middle of a bar, kind of the same thing. You put like hands together and you pull towards the chest. So this is kind of what I use to do the cheetah rows. You could use the one that I did, right? Like the one I put out, but of that one. But you're seated and you're going more to your chest rather than outside with the barbell. Your hands with the barbell row. So I'm doing 100 pounds right now. Let's see if we get this going. Now, the main rule of thumb when you do back is make sure you actually stretch the muscle and come up and do the workout. Like before the lat pull downs, I'm stretching and I go up top. This one, I'm stretching when I'm starting from right here, right? And I'm going stretching when I go forward and the bar comes, the things going back to this where it's supposed to be. Same with the T-bar rows. I went up, but I'm going back down to reset. I'm punching my back over on top so the muscles are stretching. All right. By doing this, it creates more tension in the back. I can't say it enough. In my experience, back is one of the hardest ones to work out because it takes a lot of loads, and your arms could take over for you when doing back workouts. So the more you stretch during each rep, the better it is that your back is going to be getting its full days of work when you actually do it. So you kind of want to start there. If you can do it, you just let the bar take you. Make sure your back straight at the same time. If you can't full extent, you pull up. But making sure you have full control and full tension. Don't let the bar go all the way back down to where it's always reset, so that you have tension throughout the whole path. Go, tension, back. This last set. Okay. So the chest down. Alright, go back. So let's set it to the back. Arms looking good. Try if I just did some more goats angle. Look good too. A little pump. Just do it right.